Hi everyone, welcome back to another video from ThisKindaGirl.com, the home of smart and sexy swinger advice. Please do subscribe to my channel, check me out on social media at ThisKindaGirl2020 and check out my site ThisKindaGirl.com for all the best smart and sexy swinger advice. Today I am sharing with you my beginner's guide to swinging, my top 10 tips. Now this video is kind of based around different hacks, and you could almost say life hacks, to make your swinger journey a lot easier. These things I have learned over the years, and unfortunately I didn't have a me when I started swinging, so I learned the hard way, but you guys don't have to. That's why I am here. So let's get straight down into it. Now the first thing on my list is do your research first. The last thing you want to do is end up going to a club, party or event which isn't tailored for your needs. For example, if you are a couple and you're only looking to play with couples, then you're probably not going to enjoy going to a party that's open to single guys, because there'll be quite a lot of guys there because they're able to attend, and you're probably not going to get the right mix of people that you're after. You're probably after only couples only events. Again, if you are a dominant woman, you're probably not going to enjoy a party which specializes in greedy girl or gangbang fetish, because again, this isn't really something you probably might not enjoy. So do your research first. Some people are really heavily into BDSM, some people aren't. So if you used to attend a club which focuses a lot on BDSM and gets a large kink and fetish crowd, and you're not into it, then you probably won't enjoy that. So don't just go to a swingers club, do some research first as to which ones are suitable for you and which nights are suitable for you, because again, if clubs have events on like Friday, Saturday nights or Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights, they will have different events for different types of people and relationship dynamics. So do check that out before you go. So number 2 is enjoy the whole swinger experience. Don't just kind of decide on an off chance to go. If there's a weekend, if there's a party coming up on a weekend, take time to plan the whole event. Now for me, I take my swinging very seriously, as you can well imagine, because this is what I do. However, I feel everybody should take swinging really seriously, and what I mean by that is not just kind of decide on a Saturday afternoon that you'd like to go to a club that evening. Plan the whole event, maybe book a hotel, get a new outfit, maybe go out for dinner first. Really make it a whole event and use the time to reconnect, especially if you're a couple. Use the time to reconnect and enjoy sexy time. If you've got kids, you could perhaps arrange to have somebody look after them, and just spend time together. Don't do it on on a bit of an off chance, a bit of a half-hearted effort. Basically, really take time to reconnect and enjoy the whole experience. And if you decide to stay in a hotel to do your swinging, you could perhaps extend your stay, order breakfast in bed the next day, enjoy time alone together. If you're a single person, again, you can do the same thing. You can take time out from your regular life to enjoy swinging, indulge in a few things which make you feel really sexy and really great. So that is tip number 2. Tip number 3 is an important one, which is talk about the rules of swinging. So you need to have a really good discussion with your partner, or if you're a single person, you really need to think about what it is you want to get out of the event or party. I know this sounds a little bit clinical, but if you have an idea about what it is you want to experience, scenarios, people you want to meet, people you want to talk to, perhaps you want to take some toys, perhaps you want to dress in a certain outfit, perhaps you want to try something new, then make that happen. Don't just go to a party without any ideas of what it is you want to get out of it, because the more time and effort you put into it, the better it will be, and you will become inspired when you see other people in different outfits, different things that they're doing, perhaps you'll see different scenarios, and you might want to try those next time. So talk about the rules, talk about what it is you want to get out of it, what you're okay with, what you're not, and just have a clear idea before you go. So my next tip is what to wear for swinging. So for me personally, I don't need any encouragement to dress up and to wear something new and to buy something new. However, you don't have to spend an absolute fortune. So this goes back to kind of making a whole event of it. You could go and buy some new lingerie, you could go and buy a new outfit. If you're a guy, you can go and get a new shirt, go and get new, whatever it is to make you feel sexy and good. Get your hair cut perhaps, get some new aftershave, all these things. So you can you don't have to spend a lot of money, but just some little things. I've actually got it written in my blog. I went to a swingers party where I wore a green like a silky camisole, and it was like 10 quid from a well-known, not expensive, massive shop. But yeah, it was like 10 quid and it looks absolutely gorgeous and really sexy, and I wore that. Anyway, so you don't have to spend a lot, but it is nice to splash out on something a little bit new. So my next tip is a really, really important one, is always have safe sex and start as you mean to go on. Buy lots and lots of condoms. If you want, you can use barriers as well, and always have plenty with you. Make sure you have loads on your person when you attend swing events. Basically, it doesn't matter if you're a single man, single woman, you're a couple, always take plenty with you because you will need them. You can also buy a small bottle of lube to take with you, again just as a to go with it, because condoms can be a little bit they're not always that nice, are they? So just basically I'm saying make sure you go well prepared, because don't get caught out having to go to the nearest off license near the club, because you will be charged a fortune for a tiny box of only a few, which won't be enough. Always take lots of condoms with you. So I know this one sounds a little bit strange. My next tip, which is when you're planning to go to a club, make sure you research how to get there and away safely. Now, it may be that you're driving to the club, it may be that you're taking public transport, perhaps you live in London and you're taking the tube, perhaps you're taking the night bus, perhaps you're taking a cab, perhaps you want to drink. How are you going to arrive safely and leave safely? Perhaps you've booked a hotel close to the club, so you'll be going on foot. Don't just leave it to chance, basically. And obviously, if you are drinking, you need to put things in place to make sure you can get home safely. So again, do some research. Now, I live in central London and I'm very lucky that I've got the tube, I've got the night bus, I've got Uber, and now I have my darling S, who does drive me to clubs and us to clubs, so I'm very lucky in that respect. However, we always check, is there parking, is it free, how close is it to the club? No, it's not free because it's in London. I just answered that question. So anyway, I'm just saying, make sure you do some research into that. You don't want to be stuck outside waiting for a cab in the cold and dark, having just spent 3 or 4 hours having amazing sex, and yeah, you don't want to be doing that. So always plan that, okay? Again, when you attend a swinger party, make sure you arrive in plenty of time. And I know this sounds obvious, but you don't want to be walking in when the club is already kind of underway and everybody's getting down to it. It's, for me personally, when I first started going to swinger clubs, I'd like to arrive kind of not long after the doors have opened and really take time to acclimatise myself to the surrounds, situation, relax, and just kind of settle in and feel established before any action happened. For me, I found this to be quite beneficial. I know that some people don't like doing this. Some people like to kind of attend when everything's underway, which is fine. But for me personally, if you're beginning swinging, then arrive in plenty of time, maybe get changed, have a drink, sit, relax, chat with your partner if you're there with somebody, and just get familiarize yourself basically. Club hosts and hostesses should give you a tour of the surrounds, so that's something that you can expect, and it's something that they should do to make you feel relaxed and comfortable. So start your swinging slowly. Don't put yourself under any pressure to perform. When you go to swinger clubs, you may be a little bit put off by the fact that there's quite a lot of kind of cliquey people, and people who all know each other and they all kind of meet up there. Don't worry about this. Nobody's ever going to expect you to know everybody and be able to chat to everybody. Don't put yourself under any pressure to kind of join in really soon or take all your clothes off or get down to it. Perhaps you just want to watch and just see how it is everybody gets down. Perhaps you just want to chat to people. This is fine. Nobody should ever put you under any pressure to perform or do anything. No one's going to expect you to take your clothes off. No one's going to expect you to look a certain way or do certain things. So just relax. Don't worry. Everybody has been there first. So my next top tip is have sex first. Now, if you're in a relationship, obviously you can have sex together. If you are a single person, you can indulge in some self-love. But this is a really great thing to do because there are certain acts that you perhaps don't feel comfortable doing with other people. Perhaps they're not safe to do with other people. For example, unprotected anal sex or rimming without use of a barrier. So these may be things that you want to do together with one another, and in order to enhance your swinger experience, you could really enjoy those before you go to the party to kind of take that pressure away. It's just something that I've learned over the years. Kind of do those things that you wouldn't do with somebody else with your partner first. Have great sex, or as I said, indulge in some self-love, do those things first and then go to a swinger party, and this will just complement your already existing sex life, however that whatever that looks like for you. So another top tip is you have to think about why it is that people swing. So although you've gone to the sex club or the sex party, swingers event, whatever, to obviously enjoy sex, it's really useful to chat to other swingers and other people and find out why it is they get involved in the lifestyle, because you'll find people who really resonate with you, and lots of different scenarios, lots of different relationship types, different men, women, how they view open relationships and non-monogamy, and you can really get a good feel for why it is people get involved in the lifestyle. So that is my final, just checking my script here, that is my final top tip. So you will build up lots of rapport with people, you'll perhaps make new swinger friends, but it really is useful to just chat to people. Don't even think about having sex with everybody, just chat and get used to being in the swing club and finding out more about people. I hope this video has been useful, and do please join me next time for another video on ThisKindaGirl.com.